told that O is the center of the circle that goes through A, B, C, and D. Okay, so I'm just going to be very obvious about that. We're going through all of those points, and O is the center. Right, centers are very helpful, but a little bit scary because there's a lot that goes on with a center. There's 4 things that can happen with a center. First of all, do we have a line going from the center that's perpendicular to a chord or bisecting a chord? No. Do we have radii? Yes, there they are, from the center to the circumference. When you have equal radii, you automatically have equal angles there as well. So I've established that B2 and D1 are equal. What else happens when I have a center? Well, I could have the angle at center equals twice angle at circumference. But here, if you can see, it's going to be the reflex angle. So I've been told about the 2x over there. So what will this amount be over here? That will be 360 degrees minus 2x, right? Because of angles around a point. And then this is one of those ones where I'd like to turn the whole thing upside down, because I need to see that 360 minus 2x, it's half angle. That's the angle made at the center. The one made at the circumference is the C1 plus C2. I'd like to take a moment here now to point out that this angle here, and I'm going to delete this afterwards, this angle around here, if you want to call it C3, that is not in the circle. So it doesn't count at all. There's nothing I can do with it because all of our theorems only apply to angles inside the circle. Let's see what else they give us. They tell us that BC equals CD. Okay, now that is not on the diagram. You have to add it. There's BC and there is CD. So what have they given us? They've given us that these 2 angles here will also be angles opposite equal sides. Lastly, they give us that BOD equals 2x, but I've already worked with that. Or have I? Possibly what I need to realize now is that B2 and D1 could be worked out by saying 180 minus the 2x over 2. Just a little comment. I can't actually put it inside the diagram. And there it is. Of course, that's the first question, as they want to know what is B2 equal to. So I'm going to organize that and just go through the process of how we got there. So I didn't have to do everything that I've just shown. It was only the bit to do with that inside triangle BOD. I'm actually going to write that down. I'm going to say in triangle BOD, what I've got is I have that angle O equals 2x, which is given. And I've also got that B2 equals D1. What was the reason there? That is angles opposite equal radii. And then that means that D1, or what do they want? B2. B2 equals 180 minus the 2x over 2. Let's just simplify that. What is my reason? My reason is interior angles of a triangle. And then finishing off, just simplifying, I'm going to have 90 minus x. The next thing is to calculate angle BCD, which is actually C1 plus C2. So I'm going to translate it to what is on the diagram. That's easy to see. Right, what will they equal? They will equal a half of the reflex angle by O. Okay, so they're going to equal that 360 minus 2x divided by 2. And my reason there is angle at the center equals twice the angle at the circumference. And so that will give me, again simplifying, 180 degrees minus x. To get angle A, we're going to work with something else we've already got. Chord BC subtends angle D2 at the circumference. It also subtends angle A. So what we've got there is we've got that we need to get D2 first. And once we've got D2, we're going to have A. Right, remember that we had C1 and C2. We had an answer for that. So then working within triangle BCD, we'll be able to get D2, and from there we can get A. So in triangle BCD, what we have is we have B3 equals D2. And that is because we were given the sides. So those are angles opposite equal sides that were given to us. Okay, now we need to get them. So they're going to then together equal, let's just start with D2. That's going to equal 180 degrees minus C1 and 2, which is, I'm opening brackets now because I am subtracting. And it is going to be that all over 2. So then working that out then, I'm going to have 180 minus 180 plus x, that's all over 2. I still need to put a reason in, I'll get there in a moment. So that's going to be x over 2. My reason is interior angles of a triangle, but I'm not done. I then need to move on to how I get the A. I'm going to say A equals D2 equals x over 2, and my reason is angles in the same segment.